everyone, ShinespriteDitto welcoming you back for more Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last part, we explored Hyrule and finished up some gold Skulltulas that we were slacking in. Now in this part, we are going to continue exploring Hyrule and basically finishing up a quest that we have available to us until we're completely caught up on everything that we can, or rather should do. That isn't the Big Bow side quest. And then we can continue on our journey and hopefully enter the Shadow Temple today. It's raining in Kakariko Village. Perhaps because we have not finished the Shadow Temple? Anyways, I played the Nocturne of Shadow so that I can enter Kakariko Village because that is where this quest begins. Let us speak to Anju. I mentioned this several parts back when we first became an adult. Now, this quest, it feels like isn't intended to be done in a way where you do all of it at once, but rather work towards it over time. It's a trading side quest. We have yet another one of those. But it's designed in a way that makes you feel like you should probably just sort of work on it periodically throughout your journey as an adult. But there are parts in it that become rather difficult to just do that on a whim. So I would rather just recommend waiting till about this point and doing it all at once. It's a lot cleaner that way, and you'll see what I mean by that. But I bred a new type of miniature cuckoo. I call it the pocket cuckoo. I don't get goosebumps from this baby. Cuckoos are very good at getting lazy, late risers out of bed. Haven't you heard of them before? It makes them very happy to crow, "Cuckoo!" especially when it wakes up a very heavy sleeper. However, my cuckoo is not entirely happy right now. You look like you're good at handling cuckoos. I'm an expert in dealing with cock. Here, take this egg. After the cuckoo hatches, bring it back to me after a while, and I'll check out its mood. What do you think? Will you try? Of course I will. So we have a pocket egg. A pocket cuckoo will hatch from this overnight. Be sure to give it back when you are done with it. So of course, time is not going to pass as long as we are in Kakariko Village, but we're going to want to head this way, where a good portion of Hyrule Castle's residents have been staying. We can see quite a few different people here. And of course, Talon. I almost called him Terran. Got Link's Awakening on the mind. I wonder why that may be. And of course, we're going to play the Sun Song, just to have time pass while we're in Kakariko Village. I went ahead and went through that door because that is where we need to go. She said cuckoos were good at waking heavy sleepers, and we've already woke up Talon before with a cuckoo, so we might as well wake him up with this one, make it super happy, and tell Talon that Lon Lon Ranch is safe to return to. Sure, we'll stand with one knee propped up. So we can now see that we have a cuckoo in this slot. What tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Did you save Milan? Thanks, I'm going back to the ranch then. Yeehaw! Alright, so the status of the cuckoo seems to be very happy. Let us return to Anju and tell her of this cuckoo. Oh, your cuckoo looks pretty happy. He must have awakened an extremely lazy guy. You're a good cuckoo keeper. I'll give you a rare, valuable cuckoo if you're interested. Its name is Kojiro, and it used to be my brother's cuckoo. Its blue body is quite charming. It's so cute! Since my brother has gone, it's strange, but Kojiro has stopped crowing. Do you want to keep Kojiro? Yes. Now here's a good example of what I mean by this quest feels like you should be working on it periodically throughout your journey as an adult. You come to Kakariko Village first as an adult to get the hook shot. And we have actually seen Anju's brother, though we did not know that it was Anju's brother when we first met him. And I don't know why that took me so long to remember. I'm really fumbling these Ocarina songs in these later parts. Minute of Force, warp to the Lost Woods. Yes. And the Forest Temple is where we go to second, the Lost Woods. And with how far we are in our journey, these guys aren't anything at all to worry about. Let's just dispose of him quickly. And get some rupees. My rupee count is heavily decreased from the last part because well, we all don't make good financial decisions all the time, right? So let's climb up here and see where that moblin is at. Oh yeah, he was not going to attack us anytime soon. I don't really feel a need to stop by the fairy fountain, but if you are feeling low on fairies and low on health, you might want to do so. So let us head this way, and you can see, as we enter the Lost Woods, Kojiro begins to crow. We can hear him crowing. That is indeed Kojiro, and not because it became morning, because time has not passed. If we go left here, we can see that we are close to him, and that is why the cuckoo is crowing. No response. He's sleeping. Don't make that animation. Kojiro, why? Normally only a nice guy like me can tame you. Which means, you must be a nice guy. You must be. Please, Mr. Nice Guy, please. Deliver this stuff to the old hag in the potion shop in Kakariko Village. This will disappear if you take too long, so you gotta hurry. Okay. You got an odd mushroom. A fresh mushroom like this is sure to spoil quickly. Take it to the Kakariko potion shop quickly. Now, 3 minutes to deliver this. You might be thinking that that is plenty of time to warp to Kakariko Village and then head to the potion shop. However, if you warp at any point in this side quest where you have something that is timed, such as this mushroom, then if you warp by any sort of means, for some reason, your time decreases to 0 and it will spoil and you will have to try again. So at any point you have a timer like this, you cannot warp. You have to go manually. Of course, that really isn't a problem here. So let us call for Epona. And that will definitely increase our travel time. We haven't seen much of her, so it's nice to have a side quest that will heavily involve her, because trust me, this will not be the only time we're doing something like this. This one is pretty forgiving. It's not like Kakariko Village is very far from the Lost Woods. There's one that is a little bit of a harder time doing it completely quickly. But it seems that this is as far as you go, Epona. I don't know if I'll show all of this side quest, because it is definitely going to be a lot more of this, just running back and forth between area and area. But I'm sure someone somewhere, maybe, probably, would like to see all of it. And of course, the potion shop. Best way to get there is to walk up here. And we can actually walk behind this potion shop. And be careful jumping down here. You do not want to fall into that hole. Same as last time when we were getting the cuckoos. And there's actually a door behind here. And another potion shop. What a mysterious smell. You must have something. Let's show it to her. That bum. He had to go into the forest, I see. Hey, give it to me now! Sure, that's what we were told to do. If you see that fool, give this to him. It It is the strongest medicine I have ever produced. However, this potion will not work on a monster. I see, you don't know what's going on between this lady and that guy, but take it to the Lost Woods. They say that there is no medicine that can cure a fool. I guess that's true. So, a lot of mysterious character lore going on between these two. Whatever that may be. We are not put on a timer, so... that sounded completely wrong, even though that is the right notes and the game activated it. Warp to the Lost Woods. Can do. The Sacred Forest Meadow. And I'm going to go ahead and just meet you guys back at that same spot. You know, what's really interesting, I know I said that I was going to meet you guys at that spot, but I also wanted to point this out. I mentioned in the Water Temple that my headset was working with the audio very well, where I have my headphones in and I could hear the direction that Morpho was approaching. That's also the case here for the Moblins. Without Z-targeting, I was able to listen and check on which side they would be approaching from. That's really cool that Ocarina of Time is using all these audio techniques, despite being in an era where playing with a headset like this was very uncommon. At least to my knowledge, I wasn't there. And let's give him the medicine. You are not Anju's brother. You are a small infant child. That guy isn't here anymore. Anybody who comes into the forest will become lost. Everybody will become a Stalfos. Everybody's Stalfos. So he's not here anymore. That's unnerving. That guy isn't here anymore. Anybody who comes into the forest will be lost. Everybody will become a Stalfos. Everybody's Stalfos. So he's not here anymore. Only his soul is left. Hee. That medicine is made of forest mushrooms. Give it back. Something very off about this girl. Are you going to be too? I thought the Kokiri were supposed to be friendly creatures. So we have the Poacher's Soul. Now, we do know somebody who would be the best fit for this, that being the carpenters that were wandering around Kakariko Village. However, we haven't seen them at all as an adult. At least to my knowledge, I don't think we've been where they're at all in this entire game since then. So, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of fourth wall breaking and just show you guys directly where they are. We've been pretty much all over Hyrule so far, so it's safe to assume that the one area that we haven't been to as an adult is the one that we need to go to. So, let us grab Epona. And make our way to Gerudo Valley, because that's the only area we haven't been, so if we haven't seen them, it's safe to assume that that's where we need to go. And I said I was going to break the fourth wall, so yes, that is exactly where we need to go. Not much going on here. Mario RPG came out during this Let's Play, the remake at least, and yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. Super charming game, super fun, lots of fun. I strongly recommend it, and I would really like to show it off to you guys for some time, because the remake was just a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed playing it, and I think you guys would enjoy seeing it, to be honest. But I highly recommend it, and that's how I spent a lot of my time during this Let's Play. But now that we're in Gerudo Valley, and unfortunately it is nighttime, so no best music in the game, we can see that the bridge is out, but no worries. Epona will carry over. So now that we're here, we might as well get a few things, since it's nighttime. The first being this Gold Skulltula here. So we have that gold Skulltula, and before it becomes daytime and we get really awesome music, if we hide behind this tent, we can see that there is another. So, 2 gold Skulltulas that I completely forgot about during this episode. So, I would show you what that takes us up to, but this profile is being recorded before the gold Skulltula hunt, so you will just see at the top right corner. The Carpenters! I am a master craftsman! Those Gerudo thieves, they broke the bridge! I want to fix it, but all of my workers are gone! They said working as carpenters isn't cool, and they went to the Gerudo's fortress to become thieves. Hey, you! If you're going to the fortress, would you mind finding out what my workers are doing over there? As much as I would love to, trust me, I love this entire area, especially this amazing music. That, unfortunately, is not a thing we need to be focusing on right now. But since all of the other carpenters are gone, I completely forgot what we were doing for a minute. Let's show him the saw. Hey, that saw, it's mine! Yours? But I thought I left that saw with my old lady. Oh well. So it seems that this is Anju and that guy's father, and the potion lady could be their mother. So there really is some family discourse hidden behind this world. My Biggoron tool broke, so I was going to Goron City to get it repaired. Your coming here is great timing. Will you give me my saw? Of course. Good kid. Thanks, I'm sorry that I can't give you something as good in return, but take this anyway! And we get the broken Goron sword. Visit Biggoron to get it repaired. Now, we've seen the Biggoron, I hope I showed it at some point in this Let's Play. That is hiding inside of Goron City. That is not the actual Biggoron that we need to go to. Instead, we're going to need to pull out our Ocarina. Yes, I was riding Epona just because I wanted to stay here and listen to the cool music a little bit longer. And we're going to go to Death Mountain Crater. That sounds like a good point to start. And I'm too lazy to equip the Goron Tunic, since we're not going to be here for very long. Let us take this broken Goron sword, and what? Here, we're not going to need the bow for a minute. Let's replace that. This looks like everything we're going to need from here on out. Bridge is still not repaired, so let us hookshot to the other side. Instead of heading directly into Goron City, let us make this way over to the top of Death Mountain near the Great Fairies Fountain. It's like, please God, still be this way. Nope, this is the Fairy Fountain. I'm in too much of a hurry right now. Yes, let us head. Yeah! No equipping the Megaton Hammer for me. And we have a good view of the whole crater. There we go. That's where we want to go. No use in going into the Fairies Fountain. And we can actually peek over here to the big Goron on top of the mountain. If that other one down there in Goron City is Big Goron, this is huge Goron. He takes up the entire screen. My brother opened a new store. It's Medi Goron's Blade Store. This is Big Goron, he's medium Goron. However, I am better at making blades. Hylian carpenters praise me for my skills. I'm not lying. Let's show him the blade, see if he can repair it. That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. There are fine eye drops in Zora's domain. You will find them if you go see King Zora. Please go get the eye drops. Sure, we can do that. We have the prescription. So let's see. What is the quickest way to Zora's Domain? Probably from Lake Hylia. We can Wait, no, I'm stupid. I'm foolish. I forgot. Zora's Domain never unfreezes. So, I pressed B! Oh my... Oh, if only Zora's Domain would officially unfreeze. This would have been so much easier. Oh, that shortcut is so useless in this, well, entire game. There you go. Oh, this is, well, eye drops. You might say we have them, you might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. If you take the ingredients to the doctor at the lake laboratory, he can make the eye drops for you. But you need to deliver them fresh. Can you make it before they spoil? Of course we can. We got the eyeball frog. Be quick and deliver it to Lake Hylia while it's cold. So, just like before, we have 3 minutes, but from here to Lake Hylia, because this game is stupid and does not give us the option to... Quit reading everything! Does not give us the option to dive down, because even though this is supposed to be unfrozen, it is not. We're going to dive down here, holding up did nothing, and we are going to make our way through. The quickest way to do that is to just jump off the waterfall and honestly just jump into the river and ride the waves down instead of walking all the way down. It's kind of obvious, but once we leave here, we're just going to hop on Epona and ride all the way to Lake Hylia. This is still pretty easy. Now watch, I said that and I'm going to completely mess it up. But it is definitely a lot more restrictive than, say, taking the medicine to Kakariko Village. There are so many Octoroks here as an adult. Holy shit! Alright. Let's get out of here. Yeah, definitely a much stricter time for going to Lake Hylia than from Kokiri Forest to Kakariko Village. But let us ride on Epona, and we are definitely not beginning the Shadow Temple in this part. Already up to half an hour. Unbelievable. I know that's cut down, but still, I guess we can just have this be its own separate part, even though I didn't really plan on that. So, let's come in Epona and head towards Lake Hylia. If you do not have Epona, this quest is possible. You can actually long shot across the bridge at Gerudo Village. And it's not impossible, but you're going to be much stricter on time than... Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Well, I guess I'll add this to the footage of that video that I'm going to do with the compilation of things. You defeated Poe the Ghost. Do you want to catch it in a bottle? Yes, I do. You caught a big Poe, sell it at the ghost shop for lots of money. Basically, if I'm able to kill them while I'm traveling through Hyrule, I'm not going to focus on them, but I will. And then I'm going to add that into the compilation later, because that is pretty much how I'm going to handle that, is to just do a video with me hunting all of them and place at the beginning of the video similar to what I did with the Skulltulas. I almost said Korok Seeds. I have been playing way too much Tears of the Kingdom. I've 100% the game, other than like 3 locations on my map. I have no idea how you can get everything in that game and still be missing map locations. I have literally every single thing else, all the Korok Seeds, all the armor, everything else except 3 or 4 locations on the map. How do you do everything and still miss locations on the map? I don't understand. All right. Back to Ocarina of Time. Hello there, son. Oh, you're gonna read the same thing because I didn't show you the item. I'm like pushing it directly into his face. Oh wow! I haven't seen an eyeball frog like this since Zora's Domain froze over. These eyeballs are so delicious. Tonight I will cook fried eyeballs for the first time in a long time. Such great stuff. Please say thank you to King Zora. What? These are for making Biggoron's eye drops. Oh, how disappointing. You should have said so in the first place. Here it is. This medicine doesn't have any preservatives in it, so it won't last long at this temperature. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You're young, you can do it. Alright, we have the world's finest eye drops. Hurry before they go bad. We have a little bit longer. We have 4 minutes. Whew, buddy, that's a lot less time. So, I guess the best way to go about this, since we can't really warp anywhere, I'm trying to think of if we want to head to the Lost Woods and go to Death Mountain that way, but I think... let's just run to Death Mountain. Let's cut it close. Let's see how quickly I can actually do this when just trying to run there. 4 minutes is kind of cutting it close to get all the way there, because remember, we can't just go to the base of Death Mountain. We have to climb all the way up to where the Biggoron is. And wow, you're... Ah, why won't you just bend that far, you stupid game? Oh, that probably messed me up real bad, but man, if I can get those big pose, I will, man. I will. Alright, so let's hop down here and hurry. Yeah, we have to climb all the way up to the top of Death Mountain to where Biggoron actually is. Just simply getting there will not be enough. And I could walk backwards, but if I end up messing this up, actually, what I'm gonna do is just restart it, and I'm just gonna restart by going to Lake Hylia again, and I'm just gonna go through the Lost Woods, shortcut to Goron City, and then from Goron City to Death Mountain Crater, because that's obviously gonna be faster, but you know, content. But I'm gonna just cut that out because we really don't need to see me do that. Man, I'm gonna cut it close. I guess chasing after big pose is always a bad thing, no matter when you do it. Walking backwards does have you go faster, but it's a little bit harder to manage because you can't see where you're going. Speedrunners do it all the time. I should be fine though. I still have a minute and a half, and I'm at Goron City, so. And quit reading stuff. I don't know why that's happening so much in this part. And yeah, we're fine. We're fine. At this temperature, you feel like your time would start going faster when you're in Death Mountain Crater because of how hot it is. Oh, wait. Yeah, that time is for my health. Does that just completely get rid of the other timer, or is it just hidden in the background where we can't see it? That's probably not good. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, here you go. Really? You brought the eye drops? I'm so relieved. I'm going to use them right now. Animator's day off. Wow. This is stimulating. It's working great. I can get back to my blade business. My work is not very consistent, so I'll give this to you so you won't forget. After a few days, please return. Wait, just wait patiently. Alright, we got the Biggoron sword. Well, you got the claim check for it. You can't wait for the sword to be completed. So, let's play the Sun Song 6 times. I completely lost count, but I think that's enough. I made this trade for a claim check. There you are. That sword is my finest work. And you ended in the claim check and got the Biggoron sword. This blade was forged by a master swordsmith and won't break. And we have the final sword in the game. Now, this is a lot stronger than the master sword, but the caveat to that is we need to hold it with both hands, which means we won't be able to properly defend ourselves in combat. So definitely only want to use this whenever it's attack over defense, basically. It's basically like wielding the Megaton hammer. But it's a lot faster. And, you know, our typical swords animations. I really like to dive forward when wielding the Biggoron sword. But, yeah, and it actually has its own unique case. It just goes in the Master Sword case until you actually use it. So it looks like you're actually wielding the Master Sword, which I think is really funny. It uses the Master Sword design for the handle, which it does not do on the 3DS, and that's probably because of it trying to share the same model for it being on Link's back. But obviously that is not the same sword. So I guess that's it for this part. So next time on Ocarina of Time, we'll head into the Shadow Temple. I'll see you guys then.